Happy birthday, Harry Potter! In today's video, I'll be sharing what I think are the best scenes from every Harry Potter film. So let's get started. Welcome, movie watchers. Thank you guys for stopping by my channel. Harry Potter's birthday is today, July 31st. I am a huge Harry Potter fan. I've seen all the movies in theaters. I've read all the books multiple times. I collect every single Harry Potter Funko Pop there is. To celebrate Harry Potter's birthday, we're going to look at the best scenes from every Harry Potter film. I will not be including the Fantastic Beasts movies because I am celebrating Harry Potter's birthday. Let me know in the comment section down below, what is the best scene for you in every single Harry Potter film? So let's start with the first film, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, or Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. For me, the best scene comes towards the beginning when Harry and Hagrid enter Diagon Alley. I love how that scene is captured because he is seeing magic, all of the witches and wizards for the first time, and Daniel Radcliffe's face captures it all. How he is so excited to start school, get all of his books, his clothes, and his pet Hedwig. Just the score and the camera movement and exploring the shops and seeing all of the kids react to the Nimbus 2000 and all of the moments within Diagon Alley really make the scene stand out. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. This is one of my personal favorite films. I really love the story for the Chamber of Secrets, and there's a few scenes in here that really do work. But I enjoy the mystery of the Chamber of Secrets. I think this film took a darker turn in terms of its story with Harry and his friends at Hogwarts. For me, I think the best scene comes towards the end when they open up the Chamber of Secrets for the first time. They've been trying to figure out where the chamber has been for the whole entire film. Harry, Ron, and Hermione have been trying to find the location and work with the Polyjuice potion. But the best scene for me comes when they are in the restroom, the girls' bathroom. They see the snake on the outside of the sinks, and Harry uses Parseltongue, and it opens up the chamber. The score is very creepy, and we can tell that they're about to enter something that's really going to challenge them. But I like that anticipation leading up to that scene. Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. This was a clear choice for me. At the end of the film, when Harry thinks that he saw his father across the lake using the Expecto Patronum spell and saving him and Sirius Black, but when they go back in time and he waits behind a tree with Hermione and thinks that his father is going to come, but his father doesn't come, but he goes. I love how it came really quiet and then he yelled Expecto Patronum. What I love about the scene not only is that it's exciting, is it really shows the true potential of Harry Potter. He is a great wizard, but here he's really able to showcase his ability and what he's been learning throughout the third film. So that scene alone is by far the easiest choice for me when it comes to the Prisoner of Azkaban. I love the tone change and the overall look of the film, and changing the director too to Alfonso Cuarón I think was a smart choice, because we're starting to get into more darker elements when it comes to Harry Potter series, and that one stood out as the best. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. This one I had a hard time picking because it's not my favorite Harry Potter film. I enjoy every single Harry Potter film. They all have A+ for me. So I had a hard time thinking about what is the best scene of this movie. The best scene for me comes at the end when Harry and Voldemort are dueling for the first time, and Voldemort sees Harry's potential and how strong of a wizard he is. And this is like a big challenge for Harry Potter. And he has Cedric Diggory off to the side as well that he needs to bring back home. The best scene is when their wands connect and Harry's mother and father come out, and they talk to him a little bit and they're proud of who he is, and they will distract Voldemort. That scene, it's emotional because that's like the first time that we got to see Harry's mother and father not through flashbacks or with the mirror. We got to kind of see them. And the reaction to that, while also trying to take down Voldemort, there's a lot going on. It's a pretty emotional scene. Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Like the Goblet of Fire, I had a hard time picking a favorite scene because it's not one of my favorite movies. I think the Goblet of Fire and Order of the Phoenix and Deathly Hallows Part 1 are kind of towards the bottom of the list for me when it comes to like ranking the Harry Potter films. But the Order of the Phoenix, I love all of the moments of Dumbledore's army. And having Harry as a teacher, we get to see him take on a bigger role in Order of the Phoenix. And we also get to see like Neville and Ginny and all of the other students that Harry is close with, you know, learn other things that they haven't learned throughout their first 4 years at Hogwarts. So you're seeing them really kind of break out of their shell and believe in themselves, especially Neville. So this is like multiple scenes, I think, is the best when it comes to Order of the Phoenix, because it does show that the students that are kind of minor characters have abilities that are worth exploring. They do play integral parts at the end of this movie as they battle Voldemort and the Death Eaters. But I love all of the moments when Harry is teaching and the other students are trying their best to have their Patronus and learn new spells and just try new things. Yes, the scene with Sirius Black and Harry is very emotional and one of the hardest moments in the Harry Potter series, but I think watching all of the students that we've loved throughout the years get a chance to really showcase something new, I thought was very exciting. Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. This movie was really good. I really loved the movie. I also really loved the story. The story expands a lot more on Voldemort's past, and I think the movie should have just expanded on that as well, but that's just like another discussion. For me, the best scene, and it's an emotional scene and a horrible scene too, is when Dumbledore dies. It's not like, oh, this is my favorite scene because it's just so good and you know, it's great that Dumbledore died. It's not like that. What I appreciate about this scene is that we saw Harry's reaction, and we see throughout the sixth movie is that they were growing more as friends. It just showcases how strong the relationship between Harry and Dumbledore was. And watching his reaction and watching Severus run away with Draco and Bellatrix, and then Harry chasing them, and you know, he's very angry. It just captures all of Harry's emotions within this one scene. And also, if you did not read the story and you didn't read part 7 and watch part 7, if you were just watching part 6 for the first time, it's a big shocking moment at the end when Severus is the one that kills Dumbledore. So there's a lot going on that moment. That big reveal that Severus was the one that killed Dumbledore, and then on top of that, Harry's emotions and Dumbledore's passing too. You always felt like Dumbledore was the one person that could stop Voldemort, besides Harry. And with Dumbledore gone, it's all up to Harry. So there's a lot at stake with this scene and everything kind of leading up to it. And Draco too, that kind of turn to the, I don't want to say dark side, but turn to, you know, becoming a Death Eater, and him kind of juggling, do I want to be a Death Eater or do I not? He feels really torn, and I think that scene captures that very well. So the sixth film was transitioning to kind of like the end with Harry and his journey on finding the Horcruxes. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. I think this is my least favorite Harry Potter film, just because it feels a little bit slower. And part 7 had all of the big epic scenes from the Deathly Hallows story. There's a lot of good scenes though in this movie. Harry and Hermione's dance, the wedding at the beginning of the movie, the tale of the three brothers. But I think the one scene that feels really personal to Harry is Christmas Eve at Godric's Hollow. He's always wanted to return to Godric's Hollow, and that's where everything happened with Voldemort. That's where he grew up as a baby. That's where his parents lived. So there's a lot of emotional moments surrounding that scene. And they are also approached by a Bathilda Bagshot, which leads to some really thrilling moments as it's revealed that she is the snake Nagini. But I really love how sweet it was for Harry to visit Godric's Hollow and then creating the wreath that goes onto their grave. But then also that intense moment with Mathilda Bagshot. Something that was very personal ended up very hard for Harry at the end of it. And then Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. The whole film is just really good. This is my second favorite Harry Potter film behind Prisoner of Azkaban. The moment at the end when they are older and they send their kids off to Hogwarts. I cried in theaters because it's like the end of Harry Potter. That scene's really great. And then watching Harry and Voldemort duel was really great. The opening with Gringotts and the dragons was awesome. There's so much going on in this movie that's amazing. But for me, and it has to do with not Harry Potter, it has to do with Neville, is when he slices Nagini. Neville has always been a character that I've enjoyed watching. When he was younger, he couldn't remember things, and we weren't sure if he would ever be like a strong wizard, but this was a chance for him to step up, and he believed in himself, and he killed Nagini, which was very important to the overall story, especially with the Horcruxes and Voldemort and Harry. So that scene, and I love how they kind of slowed it down and they just positioned Neville and Nagini so well that it just felt inspiring and epic. That whole scene is really great. And Neville right there solidified himself as a hero in the Harry Potter series and the 7th film as well. And he stood up to Voldemort another time in the film. So that whole scene right there is by far my favorite scene from Harry Potter Deathly Hallows 7 Part 2. But the whole movie is really great. Also the moment with Severus Snape and he lends Harry his tears and we learn all about Severus. That's probably my second favorite scene. It's just very emotional, and watching like Severus's true intention. He didn't kill Dumbledore because he was a Death Eater. There was an agenda at hand. That whole scene is really great too. It's struggling. Now I'm thinking about I'm struggling between, the Severus moment and the one with Neville, but I'm gonna go with the Neville one. But the Severus is easily right there. The Harry Potter series is really great. I don't care for the Fantastic Beasts movie very much, especially the second one. I just think that they're kind of average at best. And I thought the Cursed Child story was okay. I'd rather just see it in a book form instead of like a play. So maybe they'll eventually make that into a film, and I hope they don't reboot the series or remake the movies. Just leave it alone. So I've always enjoyed the Harry Potter franchise. It's one of my favorite franchises. As you can see, I got so many Harry Potter Funko Pops. This one, Harry Potter is 2, and they go like 8 back. There's just so many of them, and I have a lot up here too. But it's a franchise that I grew up with, the movies and the books too, reading them. I remember staying in class and reading the books during lunchtime and recess. I just always adored the franchise. So there you guys have it. All the best scenes from every single Harry Potter movies for Harry Potter's birthday, July 31st. Let me know in the comment section down below what is the best scene for you in each movie, and stay tuned for more up and coming content. My name is Just Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.